Morning, Mr. Hunt. You were charged. Can you spit the gum out? You're smacking it like a.
Yes, sir.
You were charged with assault of a family member. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The complainant is the defendant's mother.
Here comes our first big twist. The complainant is his own mother. Family violence cases get handled very differently in court, so watch how the judge reacts once he realizes this isn't just a random assault. It's happening inside the home.
On January 3rd, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a family violence call and met with the complainant, who stated that she was discussing a prior incident with the defendant when he became irate and punched the complainant 3 times, causing pain. The officer then spoke with him.
She hit me first.
Just trying to, Mr. Hunt, we're just trying to figure out what's going on. That's it.
And Judge, the officers then spoke with a witness who observed the incident and
Pay attention here. This offer is basically a golden ticket. A simple evaluation and the entire case disappears. Question for you. If you were in his shoes, would you take the deal instantly or start arguing like he does?
physically restrained the defendant.
So you have an agreement to do the PTI program, right?
Mental health diversion.
All he has to do is just go get evaluated. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hunt, you've been given a great offer now where all you have to do is get evaluated. If you do that, they're going to dismiss your case.
It's cool. It's not fair, but it's cool.
All they want you to do is speak to someone and they're going to dismiss your case. Is that not fair?
That's fine.
Do we know, have you reached out to the complaining witness to see, is he currently living with complaining witness? Do you know?
Let me see. I'll read the RIP notes, Your Honor. So we don't, I guess we didn't ask whether they live together, but the complainant did tell us that she's fine with no threatening or harassing, as she wants to be in contact with him.
Is he living with mom now?
Okay, sir. Is the complaining witness his mom?
The mother.
Okay, yes, the mom. He is, but she's very involved in getting him his treatment and providing a stable home for him. So
Okay.
we would ask that it would be no threatening or harassing as well.
Mr. Hunt, the only thing I'm going to ask you is please do not have any threatening or harassing.
This moment is important. The defendant brings up mental health issues, and suddenly the tone in the courtroom shifts. Judges don't just look at crimes. They look at what's driving the behavior. Do you think courts handle mental health situations fairly, or is the system still way behind?
Contact with your mother. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, respectfully, we would request that we wait till our DVD prosecutor gets here just to see what his opinions are on what the bond condition could be, and we can email him immediately to get him in here.
Has he done the RIP?
He did the RIP, but we don't know if he has any concerns based on his conversation with her, because we don't know what his impressions were.
And Judge, if he doesn't have any contact with his mom, he would have nowhere to go. So
No, I'm saying if there's any further things that he'd like that.
Getting together onto this, people don't understand. That's why they worry about me and I got mental health issues, supposedly. And I don't be hearing shit people talk to me, so. Yes, ma'am.
we could talk.
Mr. Hunt, we want to help you. That's all we want to do. No one's here to try to hurt you at all. All we want to do is make sure that nothing happens where you're going to end up going back to jail. That's all we want. So just don't have any weapons, no threatening, harassing with mom, and that's it. So we're going to have you just take a seat real quick. We'll have you sign the conditions and then you guys are good to go. Okay. So I'm not going to reset it yet just to see if they have anything else that they would like to add for now. And
Okay.
then we'll.
And then Judge, I'm also here on Miss Armstrong. I'm Jafrisha Bill's associate. And she's given me permission to get a reset on her, so I just wanted to see if there's anything else supposed to do.
Can you file those conditions on Hunt?
There are pretrial conditions for those exact ones that you ordered already in place, if you would like to keep those.
Hunt?
Yes.
The no
From the
threatening, no harassing,
magistrate.
and no weapons? Yeah, we'll just keep it then.
Okay, that's what I was letting Alex know.
We'd have those in place.
Okay, so we can just get a
Yeah,
receipt.
he didn't need to sign anything.
Okay, sounds good. And sorry, about Miss Armstrong, she already appeared. I'm her attorney's associate and she gave me permission to just come and collect her.
Oh,
She-
yeah,
She
okay.
stopped by, so if I could just get her reset. Okay, perfect.
Absolutely.
And she comes to the meeting. Okay, come on. Thank you, Judge.
I don't know if she signed, have you signed conditions with Armstrong?
After the reset.
Okay. Okay,
Thank you.
thanks. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Good morning, Melissa Black. How's jail? The thing is that this is going to continue to happen until you resolve those cases out of state. You have an open case in Tennessee, right?
Georgia.
I know Georgia, but you also got one in Tennessee and that
Kansas.
Kansas. Both of those cases will haunt you until the day you die unless you go back and handle those cases. However, it may be all of just hiring a lawyer and reaching out to the courts in Kansas because it's a suspended license case. But it's always going to trail you until you go take care of it. Your lawyer's asking me to set you a bond and I'm going to, but I have to make it sufficiently high that you realize that we mean business, that you have to go back to Georgia to take care of that case. Do you understand? You also need to understand that I don't play games. If I set you a bond, I'm only going to give you one. I'm not going to do this again. So if you bond out and you fail to go back to Georgia, I will issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. I'm going to set the bond at 0. And if you don't go back, I set it at 0. I'm going to get you back. And this time I will hold you until Georgia comes and gets you. Do you understand? You have one chance to make this right. So what's the bond amount?
Ask for $500.
Judge Fletcher, we're asking for a high bond or no bond, 5 figures. That's what Jay is requesting.
What kind of bond can you make?
Actually going through cancer treatment right now, so that's the reason I really need to get out, so I can do my treatment.
I don't know that. How do I know that? How do I know you're not just saying that? Regardless, you have to go back to Georgia. So
I didn't know I had this over my head, so.
what kind of bond can you make?
I'm gonna be able to pay.
I'm good at 1,000. If you want 1,000, I'll give it to you. But I'm not going to play this game, Mr. Black. So this is an extremely low bond. If you don't go back, it's really not going to end up well for you, especially if you have if you're undergoing treatment for cancer, because understand that if you don't go back and take care of that business and I have to issue a warrant for your arrest and we get you back, you're probably going to be sitting months in there waiting for Georgia to come get you. You understand? Okay. I'm set about $1,000.
Thank you, Judge. And did you tell?
Yeah, you have 2 weeks from the date of your release to go turn yourself into Georgia. Don't go on a plane because they're going to arrest you. You got to find another way to get up to Georgia and you have to go turn yourself in. Do you understand? If you don't do that within the 2 weeks, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Council for reset.
Okay, Mr. Black, good luck. Good job. I don't know if I like the result, but how old are you? Are you sure you want to do this? Because the problem is that, when you plead guilty, life is hard enough as it is. And when you continue to rack up convictions, all you're doing is you're hosing yourself. It's really hard to get a job. When you start getting all these convictions, you're just making it so much more difficult, man. I don't remember what he had in Louisiana, but I hope that's resolved. Okay. Just straighten up, fly right. If you're hanging out with bad people, don't. Because they're just going to bring you down. What you're doing now is you're pleading guilty to this offense. It's going to go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. This is an enhanceable offense, meaning that if you ever run from the cops again, you will be charged with a felony offense. You're looking at years instead of days. Do you understand? So no deferred, anything like that?
Yes, Judge, the only offer is the jail offer.
Okay, so Mr. King, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 22 days in jail with credit for the 22 days that you've done. By pleading guilty to this offense, it's going on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. So you give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So it's final today and forever. You want to do this? How do you plead to the offense, sir? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. I'm going to sentence you to it. Good luck to you, sir. And I'll roll the court costs. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Eli. How are you? You look great. You know, when you're clean, you know, you look great. You coherent. The unfortunate thing is that we got to keep you here for that to happen. So you said right now in the felony court that there's nothing, right?
No, I'm gonna check last night, they're looking for, ribs, meds, warrant, blood.
Looks like they just got a lab report yesterday, so they're still getting evidence as of now.
What was, I don't have that, but, and I think that it's gonna take a while to play out, Shreya. And I'm willing to hold as well, because I'd like to see what's gonna happen, because I'm not giving up on you. You know, I'm gonna see where this plays out, and I'd like you to go into treatment as well. I think that's the appropriate thing that is needed in us. And I don't know what it's gonna take to get your attention, but hopefully we can somehow before something catastrophic happens, where you end up with a very lengthy prison sentence. So, Shreya, let's just track it. So you're set for the 10th of March. We'll set you for the day after and we'll see what happens.
Judge, we can be the week after.
Of course. Absolutely. All right, Mr. Eli, we'll see you soon. Mr. Samuel, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that by doing this today, this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. From now on, if you pick up any more cases, you will be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. No more slaps, the proverbial slaps on the wrist. It will go on your record. So if you were pulled over in a car, and an officer comes up to you, they smell alcohol, and they see that you have a prior DWI, it's probably not going to go well for you. And if you're not in this country with permission and you do any kind of jail time, get ready, because immigration will probably put a detainer on you. Do you understand?
Yes.
What I'm trying to tell you is that even if you have a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
That's
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. DWI is big business. There is a $3,500 surcharge that normally applies with this type of case that you would be required to pay. We all make mistakes, but the idea is that you don't continue to make decisions that endanger other people. A second DWI is a $6,000 surcharge. If you pick up a second DWI, get ready, because you'll probably get took. Do you understand? I will waive it for you now. But if you don't make any right decisions in the future, get ready. Did you say guilty? I did plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty. I will send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
How long's the draft on your inspection?
90 days.
Sorry, guys, didn't have my copy.